Greetings, world. Big up the Pioneer Room family members. Alright, so I'm here and as usual on the deep thoughts. So I am here thinking how much, you know, our food or what you want to call it, diet, how much it separates us as a people more than, pulling us together instead. Because food should pull people together. Food is a part of culture. You know what I mean? And culture is that glue, that cement that holds a people together. So food should be that big factor that bring people together. And usually growing up, it used to be that well prepared meal that brings the family together, especially on Sundays. But I am saying that to say this. We have used food today in an emotional way to the point where it's all about me. It's just meanness. So you will have a family and everybody eating differently. Everybody eating crazily and for their own good. Or it could be a case where everybody eating the one same meal, the one same type of food, and that might not be the healthy meal that we want to eat. All right? So I'm saying now we're eating more emotionally instead of eating for nutrition or the nutrients. But emotional eating have brought us to a place where we have seen so many traumas and blockages and pain and diseases in the body. Now I can see it among everybody. Just a lockdown. I use the lockdown to observe a lot of things. And I realize people are so sick. People don't understand basic nutrients. They don't know where to find them. They don't understand how to prepare these nutrients to make sure that they are biologically available. And they don't know if these nutrients are being absorbed because they don't understand their body type, their body makeup. And then I also realized that even if it is absorbed or not, people don't follow up with certain activities to assess whether the food is being assimilated or needs to be removed. So we realize that people are having whacked digestion and removal of waste from the body. People are not perspiring like they used to be. They are not sweating. The pores have become clogged. People are not even urinating like it's a fun thing to do because they are drinking and flushing. Gone are the days when people used to enjoy going to the latrine or the bathroom or whatever you want to say to take a poop or take a shit, whatever. All of these things have become something that they choose to do when it is convenient. And because you have been obstructing that natural physiological process, you are now obstructing also the energetic process of your body. And when the energetic process is off, you know that chemically things are also off. So now we are dealing with all type of energies. The energies, the chemical messenger system, which is your endocrine system or your chakra system, out of whack. And I am saying one of the biggest culprit in our diet or your meal plan that is causing this issue is a thing called protein. Protein is fake. And every scientist, every nutritionist, anybody who deals with food know that nutritionally speaking, there is nothing that your body needs called protein. Nothing whatsoever. This protein thing came about because the meat industry wanted to sell animal flesh and patent it and own these organs. So you're selling the animal meat, flesh, under a category called protein. But protein is a fake thing. Any scientist know, you can Google it too. Google what is a protein. and you won't even get a definition of a protein. No real working definition of a protein. Because it's just not real. Nutritionally speaking, it's not real. Your body does not need protein. Alright, as a scientist who think, me, long time, and I challenge, I've been in the high school, I've challenged the high school teachers, the college, the university, until this point, I've challenged what I've been taught. And I always think deeply, critically. Look at it now. I have always asked the question too, what is a protein? But when the information is exposed to me and I start to break it down, I realize that, oh, if you are speaking, biologically speaking, rather, there's something you can call a protein. But when it comes to nutrition, there's nothing called protein. Alright, biologically speaking, let's define what is a protein. In simple terms, you know, what is really a protein is a series or a chain of amino acids. Come again, we have about 22 main amino acids. They sell 20. Anyway, we have about 22 main amino acids, right? Under the instruction of the DNA, via the ribosome, messenger RNA makes amino acids. And they make them in trees. They call them codons, right? These amino acids tend to join together in a linear form to form what they call polypeptide bonds. Those are bonds. The link between the amino acids are called peptide bonds. So you are actually forming a polyamino acid chain. You follow me? We're not at no protein. You are forming polyamino acid chains linked by peptide bonds. Now, look where the protein tricks comes in now. And most scholars don't even know this. These polyamino acid chains, it can be linear. And depending on the structure and the function, you have etheric energy, which coordinate, along with your melanin, coordinate some turning and coiling and twisting of that linear amino acid chain, polyamino acid chain. So when this linear polyamino acid chain start to twist and coil and turn into primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structures, it now form what is called a protein. It is the turning, the coiling, the structural geometry, which takes on a particular function, gives it the name protein. So if it coils into a tree, move from a primary structure to a secondary structure to a tertiary structure and then a quaternary structure, if the polyamino acid chain coils into this fourth dimensional or three-dimensional structure, it takes on a particular structure that is unique to it, and it takes on a function that is unique to it. This is what is called a protein. Now, this coiling and twisting and bonding that is taking place can only happen between the amino acid functional groups, right? And these are usually hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bond over here bonds with another hydrogen bond over there and twist the molecule into a particular geometry or a structure or a shape, whichever you want to call it. But whenever I twist it into a particular shape, it takes on a particular name and it has a particular function. For example, it might be called enzyme. Cool? Alright, case in point then. Those who take that jab, that is a modified mRNA that is patented, right, and owned. Now, when that is inserted into your cell and trick your DNA and gone into your DNA to be copied, and your DNA copy that thing or allow it to copy itself, and then it gone to the ribosome to copy what is in the DNA, right? When the DNA finish reading that modified mRNA, it makes amino acids, right? These amino acids join together to form polyamino acid chain. This polyamino acid chain, which is usually linear, can take on coils and twists and turns and become a 3D structure or a quaternary structure. And then it forms a specific protein, probably called spike protein, right? So this spike protein is specific to a particular function and it has a particular structure, geometrically speaking, right? This is unique to spike. So that's a protein. So when you go to the shop, you don't say, hey, sell me 1 pound of spike protein there. Sell me 1 pound of enzyme. You don't do that. You go there and ask for meat. And because you ask for meat, which you have to cook, and every scientist know this, whenever you cook meat and it reaches 40 degrees Celsius, all the enzymes denatured, destroyed, are no longer functional. And all these weak chain, hydrogen bonds that give the structure, the protein, its structure, those are broken. And when they are broken, it loses function. So even in the fundament and the fundamental level, you are destroying the meat by heating it at certain degrees. You're not getting anything from this thing eating meat. All it does, it makes you feel full, and it tricks your taste buds, and it putrefies in your gut and cause pure acidity, stomach burn and intestinal problem, and it kills out your good microbes, because your good microbe needs a balanced pH to effect good gut health. So when they putrefy, when the meat putrefy, it removes the pH from what it was and convert it to a more acidic environment, and on the acid environment, different microbes tend to grow, and these are usually the harmful ones. Burn the meat. Fast we are burn the meat. Stop eat the meat. And when you fry the meat, it's worse. Because the carbohydrate react with the protein and form acrylamide. Same thing like in the chips. When we go buy them chips. Acrylamide in it. Leave those things alone, people. Take a break from them, man. Drink some green juice, no, man. Check out the CMAS, no, man. We have the medicine. When you have strong immune system, you can run with Babylon because you know what to do. But when you can't control the health and somebody export your health to, you always going to have weak kidneys because you're full of fear. Enter the pineal room fast and I could tell you how the thing go.